Get too old for this. Now, you haven't driven this, have you?
No, I've never driven this. No, I've seen it on the drive, but it's really cute. I really like this actually. It is really nice. Really nice.
You comfortable?
Yeah, that feels good.
Good, right. And?
I love it already.
Hello there, and welcome to the Junction. I'm Jats.
I'm Dhroov.
We're back for another round. This time we're actually in my MX5. This is a car that Dhroov has never driven before, and he wanted to have a go, so I thought, why not? Let's just see what he thinks. Now, you got to remember, his daily car is a G87 M2, which has a manual gearbox as well. What do you think so far?
I love it. I absolutely love this. This is, I mean, it's a bit of a grey day today.
Yeah.
But I can imagine in the summer, with, you know, big sunshine, loads of, you know, good music going on. I think this would be a great car to drive. Oh, I love this. It's so much fun. I think just little things like already, I've only driven it for what, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I love it. It is brilliant.
What do you think of the gear change?
Really nice. This is so sweet to change. Not rubbery, really mechanical.
So I've always said that I prefer the gear change in this car. Okay. I'm not saying all Mazda MX-5s, but this Mazda MX-5 over the Honda Civic Type R.
Okay.
Now that's my perception of it. What's yours?
That's a bold claim. I mean,
because you had the FK8.
Yeah, I mean, I love my Civic Type R, and that gear change was awesome. I really enjoyed that. This feels different.
Right.
I think the Civics was shorter throw slightly, not much, but just slightly shorter.
Okay. How was it as mechanical feeling?
Not as mechanical feeling as this. That felt maybe slightly more AI. This feels a lot more mechanical, like you're actually connected to the gearbox.
Yeah, there's like a properly defined H-gate.
It probably crunches and clinks in.
It clinks, doesn't it? It's like rifle bolt action, almost. It is really good. And this doesn't have any kind of short shift or anything. The only thing it's got is this aluminium knob.
It's like an old Type R, like a S2000 gear knob.
Or maybe even maybe an EP3. I don't know. I can't remember now. But similar, isn't it?
Absolutely, like classic Honda style.
Yeah,
which is sacrilege for a Mazda.
Absolutely. Right. So, blimey, you're going for it. What do you think of the performance? Because this is 158 brake horsepower with only about 140 pound-foot of torque.
Yeah, it's a little bit less than M2, just a little bit.
Does it make it less fun?
No, it doesn't at all. I thought this would be boring to drive. I thought it would be pretty sedate.
Yeah.
But actually, when you can drive a slow car quite enthusiastically, it is good fun.
So, is it better to drive a slow car fast or a fast car slow? Because you've now back to back pretty much experienced that.
Absolutely. Because I came to see you today in the M2, right? Yeah. And I was driving around town, and don't get me wrong, it's great fun, and you got all the creature comforts and everything. But on a road like this, lovely A road,
and that's what South Leicestershire is brilliant for these A roads. And I'll tell you something, right? On a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, if I want to blow the cobwebs away from the week, this is the car that I take out.
I bet.
I don't even take my Boxster out as much.
Really?
As I'll take this out.
No way.
Purely because of that cheeky, smiley, happy, adventurous, happy-going, lucky type feel that this car gives you.
For sure. I mean, I get like all these like happiness waves going through me just driving this thing. I mean, like the steering is awesome. It's really thin rimmed wheel. It's not a BMW. I've got to be a man. I've got to drive it like we were discussing last time, right? This is.
What do you think of the feel though from the actual steering itself?
I mean, I'm going on a slightly cambered bend right now. Yeah. And you can feel the
do you feel what's going on?
Absolutely. For sure.
So we're on dual carriageway now.
I think this all sounds really fruity.
So this is a Cobra road exhaust.
Okay,
not the race one, because the race one is very boomy.
Okay.
So I actually went for the Cobra road exhaust on the basis that I'm not really going to be taking this car out on a long journey. It's being used in town. I didn't want it to make too much noise.
Sure.
But I wanted it to just have a little bit more of a fruity feel to it.
Fruity is a good word. I like that. Yeah, it is really good. I love that, because I think when you're bombing around with your little A roads and you're heeling and towing
with the roof down, What do you think of the pedal box?
Okay, it's a very tight pedal box compared to the BMW, which is the BMW is massively offset. It's over here somewhere.
Yeah.
So you're sitting almost sideways.
Yeah.
Right. This is a bit more straight, but you're slightly to the right.
Yeah.
But it's very comfortable. But my my left foot, and I've got huge feet, right?
Yeah.
But you know, my left foot size 8.5 shoes.
Yeah.
It rubs on the clutch pedal on the footrest.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a bit tight.
It's tight.
Yeah.
It's congested, right? But that's part of the character.
Yeah.
I don't feel uncomfortable, if that makes sense. It just
Good.
feels different. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. It feels nice.
And what do you think? I mean, we talked about the engine a minute ago, the 158 brake horsepower, but how does the engine feel to? Does it feel gutless or does it feel gutsy?
I'm not really hammered it, so let's try it in a few moments. But it feels like low down. It's got loads of energy. But that's what a car like this is for, right?
Exactly.
It's for your A-road blast, right? It's not for your top speed runs.
This is my smiles per miles car.
Oh yeah, I've not stopped smiling since driving it. It's only been 5 minutes.
In the passenger seat, I'm smiling.
100%. No, it is great. It is really, really good.
How does this compare to the ND?
Okay. Compared to the ND, this feels a little bit more heavy.
Okay.
I can tell the weight. It feels slightly heavier.
Heavier as a car.
Heavier as a car.
Okay.
Right? Controls-wise, this is way better in terms of the general controls.
Right.
I think the steering is better. It's less electronic. It's more mechanical.
Yep.
The gearbox feels more mechanical, even though that was a mechanical gearbox as well. Don't get me wrong, but this just feels slightly more mechanical.
What about handling and ride and stuff like that?
To ride, okay. I mean, ride-wise, this feels quite firm. Like, have you done something to the suspension in it?
So this car's got two things that make it feel flatter when you're driving it, okay?
Okay.
Firstly, it's got the anti-roll bars straight out of an RX8
Okay.
because they fit straight in. So they are yellow dot.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
And they're slightly beefier. So the yellow dots are firmer and you don't need to lower the car, you don't need to put any coilovers on or anything like that. Just by putting on the RX8 anti-roll bars,
Okay.
you get a slightly more torque feel to the car. It's noticeable.
It feels really flat. Like, you take a bend in it, it doesn't wallow much at all.
So there's two things I said, yeah?
Yeah.
The second thing that I've done to this car as well is it's got some poly bushing going on underneath.
Okay,
Okay, which has helped.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Actually, there's a third thing as well, which sort of helps.
Okay.
The third thing is the tyres. So this car has slightly stretched tyres, and you talked. I think you mentioned the wheels as you got in. Because it's the first thing that everybody comments on. I got these because I wanted this car to have the Corgi car or the Hot Wheels car look.
It achieves that. I think it's got the big area at the back.
Exactly. I'd like to get an even bigger aerial that boings around. That would be great. Right? That would be
big
great
weight
fun.
on the end.
With
Right?
with the ball on the end.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? That would be so funny.
That'd be great.
The added benefit was the slightly stretched tyres, because these are slightly wider rims than the OEMs.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So I think the OEM rims are 7-inch, maybe these rates. I think so. There is a slight difference. Makes it look
Beefy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Makes it look sort of chunky.
It does. It's really chunky.
Yeah. So as we approach this roundabout, see if you can do better heeling and towing.
Okay. Pedals are really nicely spaced.
They are, aren't they? And if you notice, the accelerator pedal's got a small, funny shape to it on the left-hand side. And what it allows you to do is to just stick your foot on the brake pedal.
Yes.
And your heel fits really nicely onto that little flange that sticks out on the accelerator pedal.
Oh
Look at that
yeah,
down there.
it's got little flange next to it. Yeah,
Exactly.
brilliant. Oh, that's
So
fantastic.
it reduces the gap between the two pedals.
Love that.
Just in the right place.
Right, that's a really smart. The Japanese, they know what they're doing. Even their Civic was so well engineered, right?
Yeah.
That is brilliant engineering.
What Mazda have done is they've taken a lot of time to make this into an enthusiast's car, into a driver's car. You see a Mazda MX5 and you probably think, oh look, cute little convertible hairdresser's car.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not.
No, when you told me that you were going to buy an MX5 years ago, I was like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? You know, you're a BMW person.
Yeah.
You're a prestige badge person. You've got Boxster. Why would you do this?
The thing is, how many cars can you still get that have an engine at the front, 6-speed manual, and rear-wheel drive?
Now, M2.
That's it.
Z4.
What, the hand shoulder? Hold shoulder.
The hand shoulder.
Hold shoulder.
Rear-wheel drive. There aren't many left, are there?
No, there isn't. And this is is one of the things you see, and I thought, you know something, cars like this are going to become so antisocial once the EV brigade has really sort of done its job.
I think especially with a nice fruity exhaust, and we're driving around a little cute village now.
This is
and we're
the
getting
thing.
looks.
Oh, it's just, yeah. And you're not breaking the speed limit. And this is the funny thing about this car.
Yeah.
It's so underpowered, really, yet so noisy.
Absolutely.
Like, so antisocial in how it feels.
I went from 15 to 20 then.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we're getting looks.
You will get looks in this car, trust me.
No, this is brilliant. I get why you've got this. I can understand.
Can you finally get it?
I get it. I finally get it. Thanks for letting me drive this, because...
Well, I thought I'd give you a go, because it's only fair, really, because you let me drive your M2, and I thought, you know something, it'd be quite nice for you to have a look at some of my cars. So, you haven't driven my Z4M yet.
No, I'd love to drive that.
And you haven't driven my Boxster 986S yet.
Yes, I've not done that.
So, we need to do more driving.
Okay.
I'll invite you around over the next few weeks.
Yeah,
right?
awesome. As the weather gets drier and warmer, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Z4M Coupe that I've got is like this. It's low mileage, because this has only done 49,000 miles, something like that. And I had a good look underneath this car when I bought it, because I saw several, right? And they do rust.
Okay.
Right?
Japanese,
so even my ND, after 18 months of a brand new car, it was already showing signs of surface corrosion underneath. Underneath?
Oh, wow.
Right? This one was only slightly worse than that.
Really?
Okay, so clearly it's not been driven in winter, it's not been driven through salty roads and stuff like that.
Sure.
But what I did was I took it into an MX5 specialist, and I had the underside completely stripped and retreated.
Wow.
It was at that point that I got things like the anti-roll bars fitted and everything else, because the gearbox was out. I replaced the clutch as well, because I thought, why not, while it's down and out.
Yeah.
The clutch and everything was fine, but I just thought, let's just get it done.
Okay.
And then it's out of the way. So this for me was always going to be a long-term keeper, but I am thinking of selling this car because I've just got too many cars now.
I think this is a really, really good car.
Now, you can get so many of these with modifications, and you can modify these to your heart's content. There's so much modification out there. You go on Mazspec's website, you'll see loads of stuff on there, and loads of other places as well. You can do BBR kits to this, you can increase the brake horsepower, you can make this car whatever you want. But it is such a wonderful car to drive, and it is that experience, that adventurous sort of cheeky attitude that this car has that I love. But let me know in the comments what you think about this car. And Dhroov, for the next one, I'll let you into my 986S. So there will be another episode. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate that. And that way you can follow us on our little journey and see what Dhroov thinks to a 986S Boxster, and also the Z4M Coupe coming up very shortly. Thank you very much indeed for watching.
Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Lovely. No problem. It's an absolute pleasure. We'll catch you on the next one.